Alright, what's up, you guys? So I'm going to be going over my three tickers that I traded today. I traded Plug, EVTV, and then also BDSX. The first one I'm going to be going over is not EVTV. The first one I'm going to be going over is Plug. So this one I initially shouldn't have been in. It wasn't a good use of buying power. I really didn't like the way that the level 2 was reacting on this. Um, the asks the asks were just soaking up the bids, and it was just constant back and forth. Not the type of price action I was looking for, so I just immediately cut this. Like I said, a stock that I shouldn't have been in the first place. The next one is going to be BDSX. This one I nailed. I've been practicing this type of trade the past couple weeks through paper trading, and so I finally had the opportunity to trade it live, and I nailed it very, very, very well. I'm very happy with this trade. However, when it comes to EVTV, I totally butchered this, so this is the one that's this one's making me very upset today. I'm very, very upset today, actually, because of this trade. So one thing that I've been struggling with is, number one, dip buying after squeezes. That's not something that I should be doing. I should be doing exactly what I did with BDSX. You know, it spikes, now this thing gets liquidated, and then this is a good dip buy, since it's pretty much almost at its low of day, right? Rather than EVTV, it's still very much near its highs, and it doesn't have time to liquidate and consolidate and all that good stuff. See who's in control, whether it's sellers or the buyers are in control, right? So I ended up taking like a $8 loss right here. Okay, that's fine. Still haven't learned my lesson with these, okay? And so then this type of trade right here is also what I've been practicing with paper trading, and I had the opportunity to trade it live today. However, I totally butchered it. EV, electrical vehicle. So I saw it was doing well this morning, spiked up, tried to dip buy it like I said, and it had time to consolidate. This green candle right here and this double, this bounce right here with the support. That's when I was like, okay, I think this is gonna run more. And then also, it was hard to borrow. And I know that there's a lot of shorts in here, so. And then also with the bids, there's large sizes on the bids, so I'm like, okay, this is gonna run. Either it's gonna run, or I take a quick $1.50 loss, right? However, I didn't stick to my risk on this. Same thing that happened to me last week, where I don't stick to my risk and it ends up running. I didn't stick to my risk with this one because I was just tired of just being in this trade and watching it. My stop loss wasn't being executed with TradingView. I wasn't able to set my stop loss, so I had to watch this. And at this point, I was just mentally drained from just being in the other trades, and I just didn't want to have anything to do with this. But I wanted to be a part of it in case this did happen, which it did. But I ended up just getting very tired, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna exit out. So I exited out, and I told myself before I did that, you said, okay, if you do this, you're sabotaging yourself. And if you do this and it runs, you can't be upset. Are you going to be okay if this runs, or are you going to be upset if this runs? I said, no, I'm going to be okay if this runs, right? Well, it ran, and I definitely was not okay. I'm definitely not okay. I'm very upset with myself because as soon as I sold it, it started working. Now, I wouldn't have held all the way to 370. I just wanted 230. Yeah, in the 230s, that's all I wanted. That would have been a 64% gain for me, which would have been very well. But yeah, this one stings a lot because just like last week with those two trades where I didn't stick to my risk and it ends up running, well, it happened again. So I need to change something. Old habits are hard to break, right? So yeah, I should be really happy with my BDSX since I executed that one very perfect, and I have been practicing that. However, this trade right here is kind of outweighing the good feeling that I should be feeling. But yeah, I'm still green on the day, which is good. However, I don't feel good about it. But yeah, here's my trading recap.